Infrastructure Minister Honorable Stephenson King has pushed back on recent claims made by Opposition Leader Allen Chastanet regarding a proposed roundabout at the Desruisseaux Junction during the previous administration. King, who served as Minister for Infrastructure under the United Workers' Party government at the time, said he was surprised to hear Chastanet suggest that he had blocked the project. He stated that as a minister, he was never in a position to stop any initiative directed by the Prime Minister, adding that such decisions would have ultimately rested with then Prime Minister Allen Chastanet.
I have heard of the comments of the Leader of the Opposition about his plans then to build a roundabout at the Desruisseaux Junction, and the fact that I, as Minister for Infrastructure, stopped those plans. I was in no position to stop any plan of any Prime Minister. I've never stopped the plan of a Prime Minister.
Chastanet had recently stated that early in the UWP administration, plans were in place to build a roundabout at the entrance of Desruisseaux. He said the idea was to ease traffic from the highway while creating space for vendors to sell fresh produce conveniently. According to him, the initial concept involved relocating the existing bus stand to make room for a properly designed vending area. Now, as a minister under the St. Lucia Labour Party administration, King insists that only Chastanet, as Prime Minister at the time, had the authority to halt the project.
To come to the media, or rather to speak to his people, and to accuse me of having stopped his idea to build a roundabout. I wasn't Prime Minister then. He is the only one who could have stopped the project. In any event, he never had any plans for that roundabout that he proposed. He had no plans.
While acknowledging the concept's intention, King explained that implementing a roundabout at that location would have required a detailed traffic study and the acquisition of privately owned land, factors that made the project more complex than it appeared. He dismissed the opposition leader's recent statements as an attempt to gain political traction, suggesting the narrative was more about public appeal than factual accuracy.
To build a roundabout there would have been a need to do some study of the movement of traffic, the flow of traffic, and also the need to acquire property that did not belong to the government. So this is just an alibi that is being coined or thrown out there, hoping that he'll gain traction, but it's really ridiculous. The gentleman is trying to create lies to justify his current situation at this last minute. Why now?
King stated that the claims are politically motivated and that the decision to proceed with such projects rested with the Prime Minister at the time. Chloe Dantes, NBC Prime.